Okay, I wanted to really do this since my husband's still at work. First of all, I think it's really sad that people are afraid to draw. All it is, there's no wrong way to draw. It's just playing with lines. That's all drawing is. There's no magic to it. There's no... I've heard people say I couldn't draw a stick figure. Well, everybody can draw a stick figure. If you don't want to draw, that's fine. If you don't have a passion for it, that's fine. But try it. Just give it a shot. You might have magic that you don't even know exists. Anyway, I call this the ABCs of drawing because I hope I've taped off my table to keep my paper because I got my camera on this new tripod. Or, yeah, it's a gooseneck, and I can't really look in the camera and draw at the same time, so... But I want to be able to do this with both hands free. And I'm using a Sharpie so that it doesn't matter, it's ink. Play with ink. This is just regular computer paper, but I want you guys to see the lines, and I don't know unless I go zoom in, and I can't really see what I'm doing with the camera like this. So the ABCs of drawing. Take your ABCs, your regular 26-letter ABCs, and make them into something. So we'll start with, I gotta keep this in the middle, an A. Okay, what is an A? It's just a basic, simple A. Can you see that? Let me make sure. Yeah, it's in there. So an A can be a lot of different things. It can be the beak, if you turn it sideways, the beak on a bird. Okay? You just take away the line in the middle, and it's the bird's beak, right? No big deal. Put a line in the middle. It's a bird. An A can be the crotch, and draw a line down this way, like a Y, which is also a Y. There was your A with the line. That was the A part upside down. But if you do this and then put a line, ties, it's now bikini bottom, right? An A. It was just an A. That's why I got computer paper. An A can be pine trees. Just put a line. Just draw a line at the bottom instead of in the middle. That's where you would normally put your line. Put it at the bottom. Put a stick. It's now a pine tree. Right? You can make a bunch of them. It's a pine tree. Now let's try a B. I'll flip this over. A B. There's your letter B. It can be a butt on a girl or a boy, a baby's butt, whatever. Just draw the rest of the body on there. Whatever. It can be boobs. Draw nipples. It's a B. Look at that. You just took the line away. A bee can... there's so many different things. Half of a butterfly. Put another bee on this side. And then a head and antennas. Now it's a butterfly. A C. Oh, I could use under here. C. You got a C. If you just draw just like that, it's the top of the head. If you keep going, there. That's where your eyes go. And your nose and your smile. That was the C. A C. A, B, C. That is half of a C. A smile is a C. Alright? We'll go on to D. Let's see. You got your D. What can a D be? It can be the same thing as a C. It can be the top of a head. It can be A shovel. You add the stick to it, and it's a shovel. If you put it this way, again, a forest ranger, you could put the hat on, put the dent in the hat. Look at that double D. Put his eyes in. Put your C. Give him a little nose. It's a stick figure. Hey. This is how I taught my grandkids to start drawing, and now they draw all the time. Simple lines. ABCs can be so many different things. The more you draw, the more you come up with different things for different letters, the more detailed you want to be, because you start liking it, you know, and it just advances from there. And E is a pitchfork. Draw again, the stick. Look at that, it's a farmer's pitchfork. You just round it off a little bit. There you go, that's an E. An E can be a rake if you add more, or a fork, add more tines. You still got your basic E in there. F. I don't know what I would want to make into the F into. My favorite letters, an S. There's my S. I like to turn these into swans. So you took your S, there's your S. Make that, well, you get a different piece of paper. Okay, so go this way. You're going to go backwards with your S, okay? Right, like that. Then I always come around. This is what I show my grandkids, and if you draw the beak on there, it's a swan or a duck. An S. I made it backwards because I like to do things, I guess because I'm right-handed, I like to have everything facing the left. That's a detriment to me, because when I first started drawing, all I could do when I was young, when I was a kid, I always drew everything facing the left. I could not draw it facing the right. I just could not draw it facing the right. I always had to do everything facing the left because I could do it. It worked. I couldn't do it. Now I still have a hard time, but I can do some things facing the right. You can do a P. An upside down P is a dog. A dog's head. Like that. And then just continue like that. Give him a neck. Give him a nose. What other letters? My favorite one's the S. The A is one of my favorites. The B, because you can use the B as just about everything. The Y. Like I said, it can be so many different things. Like I said, a bikini, you just give it that part of the, it becomes legs, you know. And then you gotta go in and back out. Look at that, it's already a body. Oh, and then you got your B for the boobs. Oh, I'm going out of the, see, I'm going out of the camera focus. So you got your B right there, and you got your A right here. It doesn't take much to start putting things together, you know. Practice, try every letter on a different sheet of paper. You know, draw your A in the corner, and everything on that page, try to make all different things with A's. It can be the top of a house, right? There's your A. It can be the beak on a bird. You can turn it every different way there is. You know, it doesn't have to be any special way. Okay, try that. And then the other thing that you can do is to, once you've got your ABCs down, is to draw blobs. You know, I always say put lines together. And the ABCs are a great way to do that. But if you just draw like this and find something in it, okay? I just scribbled. But I can already see a face in this. So why not give him or her, go like this, and make something out of it, you know? I mean, it don't have to be fancy. It can be funny. It don't have to be perfect. Nothing's perfect, ever. I wanted to go over expression too of faces or whatever, and I'll do that in a separate video. But look at that. That was just a blob. Okay, if I do another blob, I'm glad I used this paper because I've got lots of it. If I do another blob, you can turn these into maps. You can turn them into, you know, whatever. Just look at it. Just look at it. It can be anything. It can be a lake, you know, from a plain view. I saw a ghost, you know, right away I saw a ghost. So you don't draw the little eyes in. Ooh, the mouth, you know, the lines for the, that's a ghost, whatever. It starts off as a blob. The psychiatrists use ink blots just so that you can see. Everybody sees something different. Some people see the same things, but you can turn a blob into anything. Anyway, try practicing with your ABCs, and then I'll get more in depth on a separate video if you guys are interested. If you're not, let me know what you want to see, and I'll do one on that. All right, I'm going to do some emotion next.